Hello friends, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope this video finds you guys doing well and doing your best to enjoy your fall amidst this crazy time, right? I mean, what can we say? 2020 is what it is, right? So I am here to share with you guys my favorites, and I know my title was probably a little misleading. I haven't done a favorites video in so long that I was trying to figure out, it's a little bit of summer favorites, a little bit of beginning of the fall, but it's not like one particular season. So if you're watching the replay, thank you so much. And if you're watching live, thank you so much as well. Please say hello in the comments and chat with me. And as always, either way, please give the video a thumbs up so it lets me know that you enjoy this content and lets YouTube know that you enjoy my content. So I'm trying to keep this list pretty short. Just because I know I used to do favorites videos that would go on and on and on. And so I want to share my favorite books. I have some favorite stationery products. Y'all know I have my favorite essential oil products because y'all love those products. You love watching those videos and I love them and I use them a lot. So I love to share them in my favorites. And so I'm trying to think, I have a YouTube channel as well. And I was going to share some food favorites, but I didn't really want to go into the kitchen and haul everything over here. So I'm probably just going to put a link down below to one of the places that I pick up these food favorites. I might talk a little bit about it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, I'll put all the links down below if you're watching this live. I'll have them down there after I finish the video, after it's processed. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments and let me know what you have as your favorite things these days. I know this seems like a really frivolous video, and I know I make a lot of videos that are favorites based or unboxing based. And I also just wanted to give just a quick disclaimer because I know that they're not serious videos and we have so many serious things happening right now, and I acknowledge that fully. I just, for me and my personal experience and how I watch YouTube videos, especially when it's a trying time like it is right now, I really love watching favorites videos and unboxings. It's just kind of a de-stressor, if you will. It's not meant to be any sort of big world-changing video, but maybe there's something in here that sparks your interest, or maybe you say, oh, that book looks really interesting. And so I like to just share these as a light, easy breezy way to enjoy the internet right now. And maybe you'll find something that will enrich your life or bless your life, like a good book to read or something like that. So just letting you know, I know these are very light videos. I appreciate you watching them. And off screen, you know, away from the internet, I am processing everything that's going on and doing my best to be as helpful in this crazy world as I can. But I just want you to know, I don't want to go on too much about that, but I had watched another favorites video on a YouTuber's channel I really like, and she had shared her, you know, reasoning behind sharing these kinds of videos, and I really agreed with that. And so just wanted to echo that it's just a light, easy breezy, fun thing to share right now in the midst of all the crazy. So there you go. Some end of summer, beginning of fall favorites, because for me, I feel like we're in the thick of fall, and I'm sure I'll have more favorite things to share from this season as we go more into the winter months. But for now, there you go. So I am going to start with books, because y'all know, if you have watched my channel for any amount of time, I am a book nerd. I love reading, and I've always been that way since I was a little girl. But during the pandemic, I think my love of reading, if it could even get higher, has gone higher. I have read just to travel because I can't travel, you know, to escape the craziness that's happening around us. I love getting involved in a good story. I've also had some really inspiring reads, especially right now. I cannot wait to share these two books. I pared it down. I'm also taking some online classes in spirituality and prayer. And so I probably could have shared about 10 books with you, but I went ahead and decided, okay, we're going to pare down. So I'm sharing my two favorites. I'm sharing my favorite fiction read that I read this summer. And then I'm reading a book that I'm reading right now that I've actually been waiting months for it to come out. And it is one of my favorite things. I can tell it's going to be a favorite book of the year. And so I want you guys to know about it right now. I'm going to put the links down below, because if I could, and I probably will, the second one I'm going to tell you about, I could buy it for everyone I know. I will probably buy it like candy and give it out and send it to some friends because it's so good. So first book is called The Lions of Fifth Avenue by Fiona Davis. I'm not a big historical fiction reader usually. I know a lot of people are. And this book, from my understanding, this author could be classified as a historical fiction writer of sorts, in that it's kind of interesting. She does all of her books. She takes her books, all of her fiction novels that she writes, and she sets them in different New York City historical landmarks, which I thought was fascinating. There's actually another one out. I cannot remember the name of it. I want to say it's The Masterpiece, but don't quote me. That was that took place. It came out a couple of years ago, and she set that one in the New York Union Station. Am I thinking of the right station? It's one of the most famous train stations. If I'm misspeaking, excuse me. If you're watching from New York, I apologize. I used to live there. My brain is just really tired right now. But it was, Grand Central Station. Yes, very famous train station. She set that there, and I think I'm going to read that one next. But honestly, I don't want to compare it to this because this book was my favorite, probably for a lot of personal reasons. I absolutely love and adore the New York City Public Library. It is a large, gorgeous building in Manhattan. It's on Fifth Avenue. And if you've heard of the two famous stone lions, Patience and Fortitude, they stand in front of this very epic building. It's just one branch of many in New York City. But it's very famous. It's older. I actually have a bookmark, or a paperweight, as you can see, that looks like one of the lions. By the way, the New York Public Library has as a gift shop that is probably my favorite gift shop anywhere in the world for like bookish gifts, things of that nature. I have a lot of things on my back shelf. Actually, you can't see it, but way up there, see if I'm pointing the right direction. There is a little wood block that says it's never too late to be what you might have been, and it holds pens and pencils, and I bought that at the New York Public Library. A lot of things in my office are from there. I'm a huge fan of the building. When I'm in New York City visiting, or when I can travel, I usually go there and visit. It's just beautiful. It's a really gorgeous place. I was trying to see if I had the postcard up here, but I don't. The Rose Reading Room is a really famous, beautiful space in that building. That's actually the screen on the background screen on my computer monitor. So suffice it to say, I'm obsessed with the New York Public Library. And so when I heard that she was setting her newest book in the New York Public Library in that beautiful building, it's called the Schwartzman Building, and I was hooked. I pre-ordered it, and actually I pre-ordered this particular copy from the New York Public Library. They have a handful of books from their gift shop that you can buy, and then I'll show you this because I just think it's so stinking cool. They have it stamped. So they stamped it from the Astor, Lennox, and Tilden Foundations with a stamp there. And then my other favorite thing that they did, the New York Public Library logo, which I have as a sticker. Can you tell I'm a fan? Just love their products. They stamped it right there. So it says, the New York Public Library, established 1911. It's right there. And I just thought that was so cool, being a lover of the New York Public Library, to buy my copy from there, and they stamp any book that you buy from them. They don't have a huge amount, but some. They will stamp it with their insignia when they send it to you. So I love this. It was very special to me. Love this gorgeous cover. Okay, it's just in the back, but that's the front entryway. And there's huge marble staircases and stuff. It actually looks like an opera house when you first walk in. So this book is set in both the past and the present. Well, not our present. It's set back in that time at the beginnings of the library. I'm trying to remember what year, 1913. It goes back and forth between 1913 and then the 1990s, where there is a curator. Sorry, I have a little hair on my face. Where there's a curator in 1993 who is working at the public library, and it's about how these two narrators, the woman in 1913 is Laura Lyons. She ends up being a famous writer, and Sadie Donovan is in the 90s. And it's about their lives and how they intersect and how they're interwoven together. I don't want to give anything away, but it's so beautifully written. I've seen a lot of book reviewers say that this is their favorite of this author's. So if you're not necessarily into historical fiction, but you love the idea of reading a book set in a location like this, deals with writing, deals with parts of history, it's beautiful. So you don't necessarily have to be a book nerd, but if you love libraries and reading and books, you're really going to love this. I tore through it. I would say it's probably one of my very favorite things fiction-wise that I read this year, and I can't recommend it high enough. So I will put that link down below. And then I'm currently reading this book right now, but when I tell you the type of book it is, you'll understand why I can recommend it without being done with it. I've had this on my pre-order list on Amazon probably for at least 4 to 5 months. I heard some buzz that it was coming out earlier in the year, and I knew it was coming out in October, and so I have been waiting for it. Maggie Smith is a poet and a writer. You can follow her on Instagram. I started following her, and she is amazing. She is a poet, and from what I know, she does have a couple of books of poetry published. I don't typically read a lot of books of poetry. I read some, but not a lot. But when I heard what this book was going to be, just kind of like a collection of quotes and sayings, I was hooked. And it's so interesting because, like a lot of things that have been popping up during this year of 2020, she wrote this book, I want to say at least a year before this pandemic happened. It's called Keep Moving, Notes on Loss, Creativity, and Change. It's really cute. As you can see, there's the size of my hand. So it's a pretty small book. It's just a little coffee table size book. You could read this really quickly, but I'm purposefully dipping in and out of it slowly because I want to savor it. And she wrote this book, I think, after she went through a divorce. So she went through a hard time in her life and was trying to rebuild her life. But what is so incredible is I feel like every little page that she has written, these little quotes, these poems, and she's got just a couple little like tiny essays set in amongst these pages, feels like it was written for this moment right now. I feel like everything that I read in it, I could apply it to living through a global pandemic in 2020. So you can see the pages there. It's a lot of different quotes, right? So it's like a quote and a poem, and then, you know, a quick little 2-page essay. So there's so many good things in here. I want you to pick up the book, so I'm not going to put a lot of it up on the screen there, but let's see. I've been reading a couple a day and then writing down the one that resonates with me. So for every worry or hurt that chews at your mind, think of one thing you're grateful for, however small. One by one, fill your mind with them. Let them crowd out the worry and the hurt. Even though so much seems to be in pieces, trust your own wholeness. Accept that you cannot be sure of everything, but be sure of yourself. There's just so many little good nuggets. And then like there's a little 2-page essay. It's so beautiful, you guys. If you didn't resonate with what I read to you, there's a quote in here for just everything. It's so, so good, guys. I'm obsessed with it. Here's another little page. So they're really beautiful pages with just little quotes. This says, stop expecting the worst. At least as many things could go right as could go wrong. Think of optimism as a way of sitting in the sun now, regardless of what the weather might be tomorrow or next week. Keep moving. And then at the end of each one of these poems or thoughts, there's always the words, keep moving. It's so beautiful. I'm obsessed. I think this little blurb on the back is a great way to describe it. An ingenious synthesis of poetry, proverbs, journaling, lyrical prose, letters, psalms, meditations, and aphorisms. It's so good. I'm definitely gifting this to friends and family. I love it. I love it, love it so much. It sounds like it might be trite, but it's not. And also Maggie is a phenomenal follow on Instagram. The thing that turned me onto this is she started doing this thing on Instagram called Pandemic Diaries. As I talk to you about it, I think I'm going to show you a picture of it because I'm obsessed, and I'll put this link down below. But she wrote in her own personal handwriting, pandemic diary, and then she would write just like a little thought about what was going on during the pandemic in her life. But again, it was these beautiful fragments of thought about her own personal journey, and it really translates and applies to everyone's life and what they're going through. So she's an incredible writer. I'm a huge fan. Of course, my phone is not updating right now that I'm on live, because why would it do that? That would just make sense. But anyway, her name is Maggie Smith. I think it's Maggie Smith Poet or something like that. So, Maggie Smith Poet. Here we go. I found her. There we go. I'm going to show you this. This is just her Instagram feed here. I don't know if you can even see that, actually. There we go. But yeah, she has these different things here. Like I said, I don't know if she's writing them as much now, and I'm really, really hoping that at some point she puts these in a book. But how cool is this? Let me show you the screen there. So you can see her handwriting, and then she just writes out a thought. And she wrote a bunch of those entries on Instagram during this pandemic, and they're incredible. So love, love, love. Could gush about this book forever. You need to pick it up. It's on. Put the Amazon links to both of these down below. And then I think I'm going to do some paper favorites. I have a new planner favorite. Was going to do an unboxing video of this, and I just didn't have time. So let me know in the comments if you want me to do a walkthrough, but the person who created this planner has an incredible video of her own that does a really good walkthrough in it that I think is probably better than any video I could make. So I may just link that video for you below. But Amy Landino, who is a YouTuber that I enjoy watching, very interesting person, has lots of tips on productivity and business, made a planner, and it is for your morning routine. And so that's what was so interesting to me. I have a couple of different planners. including one right there that I'll probably share later because that's for next year. I like to get a couple of non-traditional planners and do different things with them. So I didn't think this was going to be something I was going to get, but I fell in love with this. This is the Good Morning, Good Life, the planner. She wrote a book called Good Morning, Good Life, hence the title. And this is a planner for your morning routine. I think I'm just going to go ahead and put the video she made down below because it's so good. And I'm using it for such a specific thing in the middle of the pandemic. So I'm actually trying to get to a page that I have not written in so you can see it. What I love about this planner is that I like the way she's got it formatted. It's a 2-page spread, has a full week on it, but it's what you do at the beginning of every month. She has a little refresher area where you write down your goals, but then there's like a little area where you can plan out your morning routine and plan out your even your schedule and such. And I just think it's really smart, and I haven't seen anyone else do this. So here's like, this is November, so you've got a 2-page spread, which is normal for your month. And then, it's hard to see this, so I apologize, but again, I can show you the video. It's got this little 2-page spread that is before each month, and it has your good morning moments, movement, mindfulness, mastery, an area for events and birthdays, people to reach out to. And then I love this little one. So you can kind of remember what you were reading and doing in a season, currently reading, watching, planning, and learning. And then I have a goal planner like I've talked to you guys about. I do power sheets where I go more in depth with my goals, but I like that I can just kind of do a quick little highlight reel here of my general goals. And then this is really smart. This is a timeline map for your morning routine and your evening routine. So you use these lines and you put your time and then what you're gonna do. So you can kind of make a schedule for yourself. And in the midst of this crazy life of a pandemic where my schedule is not normal, it has been so helpful to write this down and create a routine for myself. And then everyone, ooh, I just cut myself on my planner. I hate that. I just got a little paper cut. This is your weekly spread. And I normally don't like vertical spreads on planners. But I like this one because, again, it is set up so that you can go through and make sure you've done your morning routine and your evening routine. And that's what has been really helpful for me amidst this craziness. So every morning you check off whether you've done your movement, mindfulness, or mastery. You write a wake up time and a bedtime. And that's been really helpful for me. I'm having a hard time sleeping these days. It's helped me track it. And then you've got a little spot for your priorities and then some lines. So, that's just kind of the bulk of the planner. So, you've got your little wake up time and then your bedtime, and then you can use that space really how you like it. This started in September because she released it in September. So I also like the timing of it, that you could start using it now, but it wasn't like an August to July planner, which I don't like to use, but it also wasn't just all the way waiting to start 2021. So this started in September of this year and goes all the way through to the end of 2021. So even if you have missed out on it and it's just now October, I wanted to share this one because I think you could pick it up now and maybe just take a little bit of those pages out at the front and be good to go because you have all of 2021, but you can still finish 2020 with it. So really impressed by this planner. I thought it was well priced. It's really nice quality. You can see the little gold corners there. I just keep it here on my desk and I really like it. So I wanted to share that because, it was kind of a new to me resource. I know if you follow her channel, you would know about it, but otherwise I don't think a lot of people know about it. And then kind of an honorary paper favorite, because y'all know I love that stuff. I have had a favorite journal, and I'm just sharing this because I did get it on Amazon, so you can see the gold writing there. I love this quote, and I love agate, any sort of, this is like a stone pattern. But this is a Compendium Journal, and it says, "This just might be the day you've been waiting for." And I bought this months ago thinking, maybe there'll be a vaccine or a treatment by the time that I write in this journal and finish it. And so you can see it's written there in iridescent coloring there. And obviously we're still waiting for that. So, that was just kind of a wishful thinking. But this has been my daily journal. I just think this is gorgeous. There's a couple different sections. It is lined paper. I love spiral lined paper. And so the inside has, I have notes on a lot of this, but the inside has these really pretty sections where there's a quote. It says, "Choose a moment in which anything can happen. Why not this one?" And then, let's see, I think I've written on some of these others, but you can see the quote. There we go. There's a really pretty blue one in the middle. And I can't remember how many pages. I thought this said how many pages there were in here, but it's about, I would say 100 to 150 pages, and it's lined. And this has just been an incredible journal. I love it. So I thought if you love journals, it's readily available for a really good price on Amazon. And since Amazon Prime Day is tomorrow, I'll have the link down below if you need a journal. And then, hey, a couple more honorary paper favorites, because why not? Because I love pens. Everyone has talked about these pens on the internet, and I finally just went ahead and picked them up. I think I got my pack at Target because we were doing a grocery order, and it was like $5 for a pack. But these are the Sharpie S Gel pens. See how my camera's going to do there? It's a little blurry. She doesn't like it, but there you go. It's a pretty standard gel pen. I got a little 4-pack, and it had 2 black, 1 blue, 1 red. So this is the blue and the red. I wanted to try them out. You know, you can probably see, I don't know if you can see on my bookshelves, but in those bookshelves, like right there are lots of pens. I have a problem with pens. I might like collect them, almost borderline hoard them. I shouldn't admit that, but I love them. I use pens a lot. I keep them on little containers all over my office, so I probably didn't need these, but I will say people are right. They write amazing. I got the 0.7. I love them. Since I bought these pens, it's the only pen I've picked up all week. I have written in my journal with these. I've done studying with these. And I think the quality of what the pen is for the price is great. To get a 4-pack of these for like $5, I don't think you're going to get a cheap enough pen like that is this quality. So they are worth the hype. People have talked about them that love pens. They're Sharpie S gels. I'll put the link from Amazon below. If y'all haven't checked them out, you should check them out. And then I also, for highlighters, because I'm going and doing online schooling and such, these Tulle highlighters are my favorite. You can get them at Office Depot, but I've also seen them on Amazon. I like these because these are liquid highlighters that do not bleed through the other pages. Most of the time, I used to only use gel highlighters because I used to use liquid highlighters and I hated it. I would highlight a lot and then you could see it bleed through on the other page. And unless it's in something thin like a Bible, this doesn't really bleed through. It's liquid and they're really high quality. So I got a huge pack of them, I want to say like 4 months ago, and I'm still working my way through them. So I thought I'd tell you about them because they're my favorites. So honorary paper favorites, there you go. I've got some beauty favorites, but let me go to essential oils because I know you guys love that. I have a bunch of oils this time around. I actually don't have a lot of products to share. I would have shared the EmuPro chewable tablets because they are wonderful and help me with my sleep support, but they are out of stock and they've been out of stock for a long time. So I try to share stuff in my favorites for the most part that is not out of stock that you can get to. I know not everything will be, but when that EmuPro supplement comes back into stock, if you know Young Living supplements, pick it up. It's a really good, it's a chewable tablet that has melatonin in it for sleep support, and then it's got a whole bunch of really good natural herbs and things like that just for immune support. So I'm giving it an honorary favorite and not showing you the bottle because we're out of it and I'm waiting for it to come back into stock. So other than that product, I was thinking about it, and pretty much everything else that I have really been gravitating to that's Young Living is essential oils. I really, really loved the promo we got a couple months ago. I was just obsessed. I don't know why they decided randomly to give you these oils, but I got this promo because I wanted every one of these oils and I love them. And one of them you can't get right now, so I'm kind of just babying it. But Egyptian Gold was one of my favorite blends this summer and going into the fall, and I think it's out of stock. So normally they would, oh, it smells so good to me. I don't know why I didn't order it. This is one of those oils I've known about for years and just never ordered the blend. And I wish I had, because if I had known how great it was, I would have gotten a bunch of them. So I would have had some, but I'm really glad I have this bottle. So I don't diffuse it. I usually just smell it or apply it. But this one is incredible. I have just loved this one. It's very soothing, relaxing. This has frankincense, balsam, lavender, myrrh, hyssop, northern lights, black spruce, cedarwood, vetiver, rose, and cinnamon bark. Really interesting combinations. So that's probably been one of my favorite smelling blends of the year, but loved that one all summer and into the fall. So I thought I would share that in case it ever comes back into stock. Again, these 3 oils were promos a couple of months ago, so I got them for free on my Essential Rewards. But both of these, to my knowledge, are in stock. So Common Sense Blend is another one that I've just never ordered. Always was on my list and never really thought to order it. And now when I run out of it, I will buy this one again because I love the smell of it. I don't know why. There's just something, it's both refreshing. It's a little sweet, but not too much. It smells a little herbaceous. I just love the smell of it. I've diffused it. I've applied it. I keep it on my desk. I've heard it's really nice for focus and clarity. This has frankincense, ylang ylang, ocotea, goldenrod, rue, Dorado, Azul, and Lime. So a lot of interesting oils that I don't necessarily gravitate to, although I really love frankincense and ylang-ylang. So that's probably what I'm smelling that I love so much. But yeah, this one's really interesting. I keep it on my desk. Like I said, love to diffuse it for the scent. Really good blend. And then this was new to me. I had not bought the Genius oil. This is in the Kids Sense blend. This is kind of like the kids version of Brain Power, which is another one I don't have that I need to order. But I didn't know what I would think about it. And I like it. I will say, this is interesting to me. When I need it, it smells very different to me than like when I seem to not gravitate to it. But it has a really lovely profile of different oils in it. I have noticed that it is really helpful for clarity and focus. So I apply this one and I diffuse it, and I'll tell you what's in it because there's a lot in it. I'm very impressed that it's a kid's oil, which means that it's already properly diluted for kids to use it. But they have a lot of oils in here. So let's see what we've got. I'm looking at this tiny little print. Oh, is this the one where it doesn't have, this one is the one I think where it doesn't have the, I don't know if I can tell you all of these. Some of the blends will put like the plant genus name without like what we refer to it as in the parentheses. And I don't know if that's this one, but it seems like it might be. Looks like it's got frankincense in there, cedarwood, melissa, Northern Lights black spruce. Yeah, like some of them tell you what it is and some don't. Looks like it's got camphor, coriander, black spruce again, some hyssop, rose. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm butchering that. I think there's a lot more in there than what I read, but the label is not as easily labeled on this one. But you can definitely look it up. If you look up Onion Living, this product, it will tell you immediately what oils are in it. There's a lot in here. And I have just noticed that this one's really helpful for focus and clarity. So love those. Those were all a promo. So those were like a special gift. And then this is one I talk about all the time. I love Eucalyptus Radiata. This is the type of eucalyptus that I usually gravitate to the most. This is the blend of eucalyptus that is in the Thieves blend. And to me, this one smells a little more sweet and crisp than say like the Eucalyptus globulus. So this is one I love to diffuse by itself. I love to put it in the diffuser at night. I will put this one in with tons of other oils. I diffuse this with rosemary, citrus fresh. I've put it in with the Loyalty blend, which is right here actually, which is a blend you can only get once you've been on the Essential Rewards program for a while. I love this one. I put this one in the diffuser all the time, and I've reached for it all summer, so I thought I should share it. And then Peace and Calming 2, I got last month in my unboxing. I really love Peace and Calming. That's a always favorite for me. But I thought I'd get this little Peace and Calming 2 because it's a little more affordable, and I could put it in the diffuser at night and then roll on the Peace and Calming at night. And so I'm sharing this because I have diffused Peace and Calming 2 with Rob and Sarah. And Rob and Sarah is a promo this month. So if you're interested in trying this one out, I love this one. I'm one of those weirdos that just loves plain Robin Sarah. Most people will just get the Raven blend because a lot of Robin Sarah is in it. But I have told you guys before, I'm not as much a fan of the wintergreen oil that is in Raven. And so I just get the pure Robin Sarah, which is also known as camphor. Sometimes you see camphor in a lot of muscle rub blends and such like that. To me, this smells very much like a eucalyptus kind of scent to it. I love, love, love. So I love to put Peace and Calming or Peace and Calming 2 with Robin Sarah in the diffuser at night. Some of my favorites. And then my last essential oil favorite, you guys, I'm kind of embarrassed. I thought I had written down, I'm going to look through my journal again one more time and see if I can find it. But I want to say I was on Lindsay Elmore's channel. She is on her Instagram. She is a pharmacist and a teacher, teaches a lot of different things, entrepreneurship and essential oil training and such. And she, from time to time, will share blends that are helpful. And she shared, I want to say in her Instagram stories, a blend for rollerball. And I thought it was really interesting. It was something I needed. And she called it the Acceptance Blend. And we do have an oil blend called Acceptance. So I already do own that. But this was a little rollerball you could make that has that blend in it with some other oils. And so I'm apologizing because I looked everywhere before I made this video and I can't find where I wrote it down. So I made it in one of these tiny little sample bottles. You can see there, I've used a lot of it. But I want to say it was equal parts. I know that the Acceptance Blend and Peace and Calming was in it, but I cannot remember what the third oil was. I can't remember if it was like a lemon or if it was orange or if it was, I don't think it's Stress Away. Really, honestly, what I smell is the Acceptance and the Peace and Calming in here. But there is a third oil and I can't find it. So if I find it, I will write it down. But I wrote it down. I remember I wrote it down somewhere because I was like, I have to make that. And I have been rolling this on every day, guys, because I have needed some acceptance of some things in my life. And I know that sounds really woo-woo if you haven't done this before, but man, this one has been really helpful, supportive. Love, love, love. It smells very floral. It just smells really, really good. Loved it. So this is an acceptance blend I made for myself that has acceptance and peace and calming in it. But like I said, I'll look for that. But if not, pick up the acceptance blend. And even just putting peace and calming and acceptance together is lovely. That's really what I smell. I want to say it's like another citrus oil that went in here, like a lemon or something, but I'll look it up. So I had to share that because that was an honorary favorite. So lots of oils there. Those were my oil favorites. And then I just have a couple of little beauty favorites that I thought you guys would appreciate. Oh, and a YouTuber. So I'll go ahead and share the YouTuber. I have really been getting into watching travel YouTubers videos. I mean, is that not surprising? We all have, given this crazy pandemic time. It has been wonderful to watch other people travel since I can't really do that right now. So I'm sharing a channel that is huge. I think they have over 1 million, 1.82 million subscribers. So they're not going to know about me. But I did not know about this channel. I do not remember who turned me on to this channel. But I think I just followed someone and they were talking about them and I stumbled upon it. And you guys, if you want to just have fun, take your cares away kind of videos to watch, they are travel YouTubers. They went to 100 countries and they finished going to 100 countries by the end of 2019. And then, of course, the pandemic sent them home. So now they bought a Sprinter van and have been traveling around the US because obviously with COVID, we can't travel a lot internationally these days. And so they have been traveling around. It's Kara and Nate just did a huge epic bike traveling trip across a major trail in Colorado. And so they have these huge like vlogumentary kind of vlogs. So they're really fun to watch. They're just incredible. You can tell, I think Kara edits all their videos and she's amazing. So I just wanted to show you this channel. See, it's called Kara and Nate. That says Kara and Nate. No, that's blurry. It says 100 countries. Lots of good videos on this one. Like I said, they've been traveling around. Hit the 100. There we go. Now you can see it. They've been traveling around the US. But if you want to watch some great back content, they have like 3 or 4 years of going to every country you can imagine all over the world. So it's an incredible way to watch their videos and get kind of swept up into travel until we can do it again personally. So I just wanted to share that channel because I'm a huge fan of theirs and I think they do great work. And so if you guys ever happen to watch this, Kara and Nate, I'm honored. It's so lovely to see you, but I doubt that they will see this. Because they are very, very big YouTubers. So love that channel. And then I have some beauty products. Y'all know, man, I love a good lipstick. What I've got on my lips right now, even though the video probably isn't doing it justice, is my new favorite lip combo. Tarte Cosmetics did a sale on their website and I picked up so many things. My gosh, you guys, I think I bought like 3 or 4 tubes of lipstick because they had 50% off. So it was basically like a drugstore price on a higher end lipstick. And I know people would say, why are you buying lipstick? We all wear masks these days. Very true. When I go out of the house, I'm only putting on like lip balm or, oh, there's an honorary favorite. I'm putting on the Savvy Lip Lux from Young Living, which is like a really moisturizing clear gloss. That is probably an honorary favorite I should have brought in here to show you guys. But other than that, I am getting lipstick for when I do Zoom. I'm doing videos with you guys and I'm doing a lot of Zoom calls and classes online. So that's why I bought the lipstick. I know most people are like, you know, if I was going out and doing more in person or working, I wouldn't have bought that. But these little lipsticks, you guys, oh my word, they're so good. And now I'm gonna have to put them down below. I wanna say it's like the Tarte Under the Sea. There's a whole line. They have like a foundation, a lot of different products. So they have lots of lipsticks in this line. You can see the tube is really, really pretty. But that color, oh my gosh, you guys. I'm wearing it right now. It's called Set Sail. It's like a Your Lips But Better that is like a darker nude. Yeah, the color is called Set Sail. I love the tube. It's just beautiful. I think I got this for like 10 bucks. It was normally $19.50. But I was impressed by the quality. I would buy this full price. It feels like kind of like a lipstick and a gloss. It's not very moisturizing. I love the color. And I got 2 other colors. I can't remember. Oh, I got Island Life. And then I also got a different one that has like a dual-ended lip gloss and lipstick that is wonderful. And that's called I got the color Sass. So I'll put the links to all those below, but I wanted to show you this because this is my favorite lip combo. So the Set Sail Tarte is wonderful. And then, you guys, if you have not seen these yet, you need to follow the link. These are Maracuja Juicy Lip. They're like a lip gloss. They don't have as much color. This is actually one of the darkest ones I've seen. They had a 3-pack of specialty colors. So this is actually a color you can only get in a specialty 3 set. Again, they had another set. They had a sale, and I thought, well, I'll just pick them up and try it because at the time I needed lip gloss. And these are so buttery. They're very lip glossy. So I just put this one over. You can see it just gives you a really nice sheen. But if I was putting this on by itself, and this is probably the darkest one I own, they don't have a lot of color to them, but they smell like coconut. They have all these hydrating oils in them. I'm obsessed. Like I said, I bought a specialty 3-pack with this one, but I'm going to go back on the website and buy some other ones because I'm so impressed with them. So I have one in my bathroom, one here in the office. Like I just keep them around the house because they're so moisturizing. So these two are my favorite lip colors together. But I really like both of the brands of this. So I'll put those links down below if you're looking for a good lipstick, and it transitions well into fall. So those are all my favorites. I talked about food favorites. I didn't bring anything in. I'll put the Thrive Market link down below. I've been getting a lot of my snacks from Thrive Market. And so I had a lot of favorites that I got from Thrive. I was looking on here to see, I've gotten some paleo puffs, some kale chips. I've gotten some grain-free Siete chips on there. And I've also gotten these things at like Target. I'm just putting the Thrive Market link down there so you can see it. But that's been one of my favorite places to get food. I did a Thrive Market haul in one of my previous videos if you want to take a look at that. But yeah, I've just been getting a lot of snacks there, healthy snacks there. And usually I will say the reason I bring them up is for budget. If you're looking for really healthy snacks that are normally pretty expensive, I have price compared them to Whole Foods locally, Target locally, HEB, like gourmet grocery store locally, and they have a better selection, and all of their items are at least the same price, if not usually always cheaper than any of those places. So that's honestly why I go there, because I have a membership, I get free shipping, and it's cheaper than shopping at like Whole Foods or something like that. So that's another reason. If you're looking for high quality food snacks and you're having a hard time finding them at a good price, it's been helpful. So that's all my favorites, guys. That's all I've got. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for sticking in and watching it. I know it ended up being a while. You know, I like to talk. But let me know in the comments if you're enjoying or seeing anything particular that you're really enjoying. I was going to bring up TV shows. I've been watching Netflix. I forgot to say this really quickly. Tell me if you're watching any good TV shows. I've been watching TV off and on. You guys, full confessions, you would laugh at me. I have been watching a lot of Gilmore Girls on Netflix, which I've watched a million times. I don't know what it is. I think it's just comforting. It was always like a comfort show for me to watch pre-pandemic, but now that we're in the midst of this crazy world, like watching this cute little town in Connecticut with all these quirky characters and like, you know, all their little problems don't really feel like problems in our lives anymore, right? So like I watch it because it just kind of feels like I'm escaping and just watching this really sweet little fairy tale. So I've been watching a lot of Gilmore Girls. I watched Emily in Paris for that reason on Netflix. That was really fun just to watch a really frothy little show set in Paris. Trying to think of what else. I really haven't been watching a lot of TV. I'm excited to watch The Crown coming up in November. So yeah, I don't have a huge amount of shows. That's why I usually don't put them in my favorites. But if you guys have anything you're watching along with reading, essential oils you're using, planners, books, let me know because I'm always looking for something fun to explore. So thanks for watching. Please take care on the other side of that screen. Please take care wherever you are and stay safe. We're going to get through this pandemic together. And I hope you're doing great, or as well as can be, and enjoying fall in any safe way that you can amidst this crazy time. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys soon in another video, okay? Alrighty, I'm going to take it off there. See you guys later. Bye.